If you're not where you want to be at in life, it's your fault and your fault only. So this is some like brutally honest self-improvement advice and some pieces of advice that I honestly wish somebody had given me when I started. So that's what I want to share with you today. Let's get into it. Hey bro, so my name is Sasha and I help young men improve their lives through self-improvement. If you're not new, welcome back, bro. If you're new, welcome, bro. The first piece of advice is that you aren't as productive as you want to be simply because you're weak. It's that simple. It's because you constantly complain. It's because you cope. It's because you're being a bitch that you aren't as productive as you want to be. Things you have to get done. You know that if you want to be productive, you need a good morning routine, that you need to take care of your mental health, that you need to go outside. And yet you're not doing all of those things. You don't do what you're supposed to do, and then you blame others instead of actually taking responsibility. You're not achieving your goals not because of where you live, not because of your parents, not because of the people around you, but because of you. Having this victim mentality is absolutely destroying your life. You're not being productive because you are holding yourself back, because you have a weak mindset, you have a limiting mindset, and all of those things work against you. So what I would recommend you do to build a stronger mindset is check out this video right here, which is basically like a tutorial on building a strong mindset, a powerful mindset. But essentially what you want to do is just put yourself through hard shit, because the more hard things you do, the more evidence you pile up that you're somebody who's strong, confident, and disciplined, right? Because if you do 10 hard workouts, those 10 hard workouts become like 10 pieces of evidence that you are a disciplined person. So you can see where I'm going with this, right? Like, the more hard things you do, the stronger your mindset. The more mental calluses you build, the stronger your mindset. So you aren't productive because you are holding yourself back and because you are mentally weak, physically weak, whatever it is. So you need to improve your mindset by doing hard things, by embracing discomfort. By the way, cop the SpongeBob. I don't know what this is called. SpongeBob chemise. I don't know. But piece of advice number 2 is that you need to stop coping and admit that what you're doing is bad. When you're playing video games, stop coping. When you're about to eat that piece of cookie, don't say, "Oh, I'm bulking. You got to get my extra calories in." Admit that what you're doing is wrong. Admit that you're being undisciplined, that you aren't sticking to your goals, and actually take responsibility for the fact that you aren't living up to the things you want. When you cope, just like this past week and a half, I've just been like doing absolute shit. I've been playing at least like an hour and a half, 2 hours of video games. I've been scrolling on my phone a lot. And I've been coping. I've just been like, oh, but like it's because I've got a lot of stuff to do. I'm overwhelmed. I have the videos and I have like work and I have a lot of stuff. So I've been coping. I've been just absolutely coping. I've been coping to not make these videos. And when I'm playing video games, I'm coping. I'm telling myself that it's for balance. And I've worked really hard for the past, like, since the beginning of summer. I've been coping. And I've been feeling like shit. The more you cope, the more you feel bad, because you deep down that you're not aligning to your purpose, that you're not doing the things you have to be doing. And coping makes you feel shame. And shame is, believe it or not, scientifically proven to be the worst possible feeling somebody can get. When you feel shame, when you cope, when you do things you aren't supposed to do, when you're not living up to the person you want to be, you feel bad. So what I want you to do is actually stop coping, because the more you cope, the more shitty you feel. So when you're about to do a bad habit, just own up to yourself. Take responsibility. If you play 5 hours of video games, but then take responsibility, I won't critique you as much as somebody who plays 5 hours of video games and then copes saying that it's for relaxation and they're balancing their day out, right? Like, own up to your shit. Own up to when you're doing bad things, but then also recognize when you're doing good things. Pat yourself on the back. Reward yourself with going out with friends when you've been really working hard, but stop coping. Piece of advice number 3, your morning routine is probably really stupid. A lot of morning routines out there are just like really bad. They're like an hour long, 3 hours long, and you actually don't end up getting anything done. And like, again, you're probably coping with this. You're probably doing good habits in order to actually avoid the task you have to do. If you're a student, you might be like, I'm going to take a cold shower, then I'm going to meditate, then I'm going to go outside, and then maybe if I have time, I'm going to work. You're using good habits and basically self-improvement as a cope to avoid the work that you have to do, which isn't good. And so what I would recommend you do is basically just have a 2-part morning routine where you do good habits in the morning and then you work straight afterwards. So the good habits parts, I would basically recommend you take like 30-second cold shower. You're in and out really fast. As long as you do it, that's the whole thing. You have to get under that cold water to wake yourself up. Do maybe like 5-10 minutes of meditation, some gratitude journaling, maybe do like a couple of pull-ups. Then you're all fresh, you're ready to go, and do that eat the frog task. Do that task that you really have to do. If you have to study for a test, if you have to hit a workout, if you have to, I don't know, call a friend or make a really cold call, you do that thing that you have to do. Once you're ready, you're freshen up and you're ready to go. And by the way, that good habits part should at max take you like 30 minutes, right? Because if you're in the bathroom for like, I don't know, 10 minutes, and then you're doing meditation for 10 minutes, and then you do 10 minutes do 10 minutes of pull-ups and push-ups, at max 30 minutes, and then get to work straight away. Piece of advice number 4 is that if your phone isn't working for you, it's working against you. My phone has been working against me for past week and a half, right? When I told you I was playing video games and scrolling, it's because my phone wasn't working for me. Honestly, my phone is like probably better than 99% of people, but it's not as optimized as it could be, because I still have apps that distract me in YouTube, and I cope, and I'm like, no, but when I'm on Reddit, I can search up the cool subreddits and get like cool information that I can use in my videos, and same for YouTube. It wasn't working for me, meaning it was working against me. So what I want you to do is basically just like wipe your phone clean and reset everything. And what I want you to do is follow basically just 2 rules. Have only one page. So basically just have one page where either you have all your apps on one page, or you have no apps and you have like all your apps in the app library, and then turn on grayscale. Follow those 2 things and your screen time will decrease dramatically. Now, piece of advice number 5, which relates to piece of advice number 1, which is you have to do and you aren't doing it. This is basically a self-improvement depression, right? For the past week and a half, I know that I had to record videos. I know that I had to wake up and do meditation and cold shower, which, by the way, I was doing those things. But then my afternoons were just like kind of shit. You know, I knew I had to go hit workouts, which fair enough, I did also do that. And I knew I had to record videos, which I didn't do, and I wasn't doing them. And that absolutely destroys you, right? When you know you have to do something and that you just like, you don't do it, that crushes you, that crushes your soul. And so you have to just build that strength, build that inner willpower. Just think of yourself as David Goggins when you're going through hard times. And when things are hard, when you feel like shit, get up and do anyway. Just do. Don't judge yourself on what you do. Judge yourself on what you do based on how you feel. That's the best piece of advice I can give you. And then piece of advice number 6, nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is going to meditate for you. Nobody is going to work out for you. Nobody is going to record videos for you. Everything you want, you have to do. Nobody is going to build that physique for you. Nobody is going to build that business for you. That doesn't mean that you can't get help from people, right? That doesn't mean you can't watch videos that improve your life. That doesn't mean that you can't talk to a friend. But nobody is coming to save you. The actions that you have to do, only you can do. Only I can record YouTube videos that will grow my business, right? Because like it's me, right? And nobody can meditate for me, right? Nobody can read for me. Get it, right? Nobody is coming to save you. You have to do the work. You have to put in the effort because you want the results, right? Imagine if like somebody else did the work for you, you wouldn't actually get the results. Like it's common sense, right? Like nobody's coming to save you. You have to save your own ass. You have to build the life that you want by yourself, with help from people, of course. Bit of a different video style today, because like I'm like, how to improve this thing, I'm shitting on you for 11 minutes, but hey, you need that every once in a while, you know, a little slap in the face. Did I wear this outfit for the rest of the videos? Bro, I have my upper chest is just gone, dude. Because it's bad lighting. I have a website below with like a newsletter and a bunch of cool self-improvement resources that I'm sure you'd love, but I hope this helped you, and I cannot wait to see the progress that you make. Love you, bro.